The word of the day today is petty. Every time I say the word petty, Ronnie Radke loses a Twitter argument. Before we get into the drama, welcome to the channel. My name is Dan Frampton. If it's your first time here, what the hell took you so long to get here? Where you been? It's about time. But you picked a good episode to click onto, because today I'm going to be talking about my favorite lol cow out here on the internet, and that's Ronnie Radke. In June, Ronnie Radke threatened to sue YouTuber Anthony Fantano, and in August, he actually filed that lawsuit and sent the papers to Rockfeed to run the story. Absolutely so cringe. And today, I'm going to be ripping into this situation the way that Asmongold tears into a $2 steak. Ruthlessly and unashamedly. And I'm laying down a challenge in this video. I will respond to every single comment within the first 3 hours of this video going up. You don't think I can do it, do you? So, you gotta test me. Go comment right now if you're here early, and if I don't comment back, you win. We're gonna be talking a lot about allegations and lawsuits in this video. Just remember, I'm not a lawyer. This is just a yap sesh, okay? The Anthony Fantano vs. Ronnie Radke story is a tale as old as time, and has gotten so big that slop YouTubers like Pyrocynical and Sensitive Society are out here talking about it. I never thought I'd see the day. But all that's just to say, they've already sopped up all the views from this topic. So please get those comments going and see if I'm gonna respond. But first, let's lay down some context, okay? I'm gonna kind of speed run through this sort of stuff because I don't insult your intelligence. I respect my audience over here. So, who's Anthony Fantano? He claims to be the internet's busiest music nerd. That's just to say, he reviews albums and he gets himself into controversy when people don't like his ratings of the albums that they like, okay? And then on his second channel, he talks about like things in the music business or whatever. Anthony Fantano's got like millions of subs throughout both channels, and he is kind of heralded as like the preeminent music guy on YouTube. I've been watching Anthony Fantano for a little bit. Sometimes I agree with him, sometimes I disagree with him. I think that's just like the nature of watching people on the internet, or just like people in general. But people seem to get really angry when he has a different opinion than them. Now these days, admittedly, I don't keep up with every single Anthony Fantano upload. I got a lot of other things on the go, okay? If he's rating an album that I want to hear his thoughts on, then maybe, but whatever. His audience is basically just young people just getting into music that want to act like they're super experts all of a sudden. And that might sound like I don't like him or respect him, but that couldn't be farther from the truth. He is the king of this for a reason. But anyway, we gotta move on to Ronnie Radke. Now, if you've been on this channel for a little bit, you've heard me talk about Ronnie Radke before. You heard me make fun of his music. You heard me go through his entire discography and rip it down. You heard me react to his music videos, okay? I've been pretty ruthless when it comes to Ronnie Radke on the internet. Now, he has a ton of controversies, okay? So many allegations out there against Ronnie Radke. You name it, he's been accused of it. But he's walking free right now, and you gotta know that that means that all those other things don't really have that much of a weight on his life. He'll take like the Dr. Disrespect approach and be like, no wrongdoing was found in all of those cases. And fair enough, Ronnie Radke, no wrongdoing was found, but the public opinion is like, you're a piece of crap, we can't trust you, you're pretty cringe, your music sucks, and you did throw a microphone at an audience member one time that is on camera. So I personally don't respect Ronnie Radke as a person or as an artist. I think he's kind of a trash fire, if I'm being honest with you. I'll take every chance I can to rip into Ronnie Radke. Ronnie Radke really can't take criticism because he just like responds to everybody in the most pathetic ways possible. He retweets his haters and then like owns them in a quote retweet or whatever, and he uses them as the backdrop of his live shows. He has his haters all around him as he's like canceling me. But if surrounding himself with TikToks of his haters during his live set isn't cringe enough, this guy actually dressed up like Anthony Fantano in an attempt to get under the music critics' skin for Halloween last year. He got the bald cap, the flannel, the glasses, and he was like, canceling me. Super ridiculous. So how do we get from this like playful mockery to now actual litigation that's going to the courtrooms? Well, it all starts with Anthony Fantano's video called "This Guy Sucks." In this video, Anthony Fantano basically just runs down Ronnie Radke for not being able to take criticism, for being super cringe, for making bad music, and all this sort of stuff. And in that video, he puts up a lot of allegations about Ronnie Radke as like visual aid in his video. I will play the part of this video that Camp Radke hates so much. Roll it.
Whether he's using his Twitter page to harass and shut down people, trying to talk about their experiences having been assaulted, and he doesn't do the same thing that maybe some other artists do when they're hit with similar allegations. They might make a statement, they might apologize, they might disappear into the shadows, never to be heard from again because they're cowardly pieces of But no, not Ronald. Ronald doubles down and sues.
Ronnie Radke saw this, and in June he responded with this video.
This man just said that I assumed someone, pretty much. He's implying that I did it. He's implying I did it because he's saying that I doubled down on literally getting accused of something that never happened. Let's sit down for a second, buddy.
He's threatening to sue. He can't take this. The defamation is hurting his feelings, and the fact that his feelings are hurt is causing him mental anguish. He is gonna take this to the legal system. And when I first saw this, I thought it was just like a way to drum up interactions on the internet. I didn't think he was actually gonna go out there and sue a content creator, but it's happening. The paperwork has been filed, and Team Radke sent that paperwork to the highly reputable source, I can't say that with a straight face, of Rock Feed. Are you familiar with Rock Feed? Well, Rock Feed got their grubby little hands on this court document and made a quick little 4-minute exclusive video that goes over these documents in a totally non-biased way. Roll it.
The suit alleges that Fantano's video went beyond simply expressing opinions about Radke or calling him names, and landed outside the bounds of permissible commentary, extending well into the realm of actionable innuendo, unfounded rumor mongering, and outright untruths. In the filing, Radke's lawyer says his client repeatedly asked Fantano to take the video down, but after refusing to do so, they feel they have no other choice but to file the suit. The filing first cites a tweet from singer Andy Cizek that's displayed on screen in the video. It says the quote was an excerpt from a tweet that Mr. Cizek posted on or around March 10th, 2023. He called Mr. Radke the Bill Cosby of alt music, adding later, Mr. Cizek quickly took down his defamatory tweet. The suit added, Fantano nevertheless republished the same libel months after Mr. Cizek deleted it, displaying the quote on screen. The filing then focuses on this portion of the video in question. As he speaks these words into the camera, Fantano simultaneously displayed on the screen entirely falsified accusations about Mr. Radke, made last year by an Australian woman named Bree Jamieson. The woman accused Radke of throwing her against a van and choking her. The suit adds, contrary to Fantano's mischaracterization, Ms. Jamieson did not actually claim to have been sexually assaulted by Radke. She falsely charged that he physically assaulted her, which he categorically did not do. It says there were several other passengers in the van she drove for the 2015 tour, and no one observed anything that she contended occurred. Continuing, Ms. Jamieson voluntarily deleted the above-referenced tweet, as well as others about Radke. Speaking through legal counsel, Ms. Jamieson indicated that she does not currently intend to make any further public comments about Radke. The suit continues. Immediately following his republication of Ms. Jamieson's libel in the video, Fantano then displays on screen false and defamatory quotes by a woman named Caitlin Casey Boswell, as well as Levi Rounds, along with the headline from a June 10, 2015 article on the Metal Sucks website. Above the three images, Fantano writes, these are separate allegations. They were not. The attorney notes, the police did not arrest Radke. The prosecutor did not charge Radke. Radke was not required to post bail. No restrictions were placed on Radke's movements. Radke later sued the accuser, with the judge entering a judgment in Radke's favor in July of 2016. But the suit contends that Fantano made no mention of the fact that Radke was vindicated in a courtroom. The suit alleges that Fantano acted with malice and knew at the time he made the defamatory statements that they were false, or acted with reckless disregard for the truth or falsity of his statements.
Lawsuits on the internet, I don't like, okay? Keemstar Def Noodles, H3 Mad Hops, Cardi B and that other YouTuber that she destroyed or whatever. All of these situations make me just cringe to the very essence of my core. And Ronnie's going out there with a defamation lawsuit. Now, like I said, this is just a yap sesh. I am not a lawyer, but I'm just gonna go over what I think defamation is, okay? From my understanding, I looked into it a little bit, okay? I could be completely wrong, But if you're going to accuse somebody of defamation, first you got to prove the thing that they said, then you got to prove that it did cause the mental anguish that you're claiming to it have caused, and then you need to prove that that mental anguish led to the damages associated with your character, and then now you don't have any money because of what was said about you on the internet. Now, if Ronnie Radke feels like he can go through and prove all of those little things, then that's great. But with little lawsuits like this, it's never going to get that far. It's going to be like a private, silent matter. It's going to get settled out of court with a bunch of NDAs attached to it. Real stinky, real lame, but I'm not surprised. It's Ronald Radkinson we're talking about here, okay? On one hand, I don't think you should be able to spread misinformation. I don't think you should be able to accuse people of things that aren't true. And on the other hand, I think you should be able to defend yourself against those kinds of things. You know, Ronnie Radke even did go out and say, hey, Mr. Fantano, take down your video, and Fantano didn't do that, you know? So there will be some arguing taking place that kind of goes above my head and makes it kind of hard for me to predict who's going to win or who's going to lose here, especially with the lack of the fact that I'm not a lawyer and I'm just a yapper on the internet. But either way, it's like either a badge of honor or a very stressful situation. I'm not sure how I would feel if I was in this kind of situation, but I'm trying not to get there, which is why I didn't accuse Ronnie Radke of anything criminal or offensive. I just called him cringe and not creative and kind of bad at music. And I don't like his tattoos or his hair or his girlfriend or the way that he lives or anything like that. And I can just leave it at that. I don't need to go down the criminal route to let you know how little I respect Ronnie Radke. And here's another thing. Ronnie Radke might respond to all of his haters. He's even responding to content creators out there. He is not responding to me, and that is on purpose. It doesn't even matter that I'm not that big of a creator. He's responding to people that have 3 or 4 literal followers on Twitter, so I'm not taking that small following argument as to why he's not interacting with me. The guy is not interacting with me because he is scared. He knows that he would be eviscerated in the arena of Frampton, but I'm out of here right now, okay? I've had enough talking about this Ronnie Radke guy. If you enjoyed this video, keep it locked on this channel, watch another video, but I have a second channel with gaming content. Go watch that if you need some gaming stuff in your life. Okay, bye for now.